Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia. I'm from Pilates Therapy. Welcome to a quick Pilates Flow. Where I am at the moment, it's a little bit cool in the mornings, and I find that getting up and going is a little bit harder when it's colder. So I try and do some little flows just to get my body moving in the mornings, and this is one of my go-tos, which I thought that you might like to get to do as well. I usually find that as I'm getting older, I'm waking up a little bit stiffer when it's colder. So that's just my thing. Obviously do what you can. The reps is up to you, repeating is up to you, but I find this is something that I can sit down and do very quickly, multiple times during the day if I need to. You don't need any equipment. And if the positions that you get into aren't good for your body, then you find your own versions of this. So I'm going to start by sitting, I call this side saddle. So I've got my legs sort of off in a double Z sort of shape. My toes are coming off to the right hand side, and this is where I get started. I do some what if you're a reformer person, you might call mermaid arms. And it's one of those exercises that people usually enjoy. You can get into a little bit of a stretch by really feeling like you're getting your arms pulled, a nice stretch along your side. And then I come over. You can really dip into the ground and really feel like that top arm is moving away. And you can do this as fast or as slow as you like, and for as long as you like, because it's actually quite a nice thing. I think if I had a reformer class, which was just mermaid arms and then feet in straps, I'd get lots of people wanting to come back for more because they're was favourite. Okay. Unfortunately, we're going to finish here. Coming up, we're going to come into some rotations. So looking behind you, and swing around and look behind. Again, with this one, it's one of those ones that you can do as many times as you want. I usually start off being really slow and maybe holding, and then maybe starting to get a little bit faster as I go, and my body is warming up, especially if it is feeling stiff and sore. Trying to look as far back as you possibly can, using your legs to sort of pull and pull and look behind, pull and look behind. Okay, I've got to finish that up. Okay, I'm going to bring both of our hands on the side that your feet are not on. So on my left-hand side, bring both hands onto the ground. I'm having it as wide as my mat, and I'm having my pinkies on those edges. Okay, we're going to bring our head down towards the mat. So it's like you're coming down, you're kissing the mat. You're sort of doing those push-up arms. And if you haven't already started, get into that nice deep breath pattern in through your nose and then out through your mouth. As much as we've always thought that holding your breath is good, if you're finding it difficult with an exercise, it's actually better to try and keep on breathing through your exercises. And as usual, I haven't been counting, but we're looking for about 10 and bring that up. Now we're going to extend our right leg out. Okay, so it's out. Again, if you can't find these spots comfortable, do what your body wants you to do. I'm just going to do a little bit of waking up of that leg. So I'm just pointing and flexing my foot. I usually do that about 5 times. Again, you can hold, you can go as far, but you're trying to get your foot to move forward and back as much as possible and getting a nice reaction up the back of your leg. Okay, and now we're going to do some rolling forward. So I usually start with my hands either side, bring my chin to my chest. My head is going down towards my knee. My hands are coming out as far as possible. And I want you to get your head to your knee, if possible, hands out as far as you can. Hold on to that leg wherever you get onto and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide those hands, roll back up, sit up nice and tall. We're going to do that for 2 more times. Chin to chest, slide those hands, head to knee. Do your hands get a little bit further? Hold wherever they get to. Count for those 5. Slide back up, roll your back up, sit nice and tall. Last one. Chin to chest, slide those hands. They will possibly get further. Can you hold the bottom of your foot? Head might be getting closer to that knee. We're trying to get your legs straight. And then back up. And listening to my words is try to. If your body doesn't do it, you're trying to get as far as you can. Okay, so do what your body says it can do. The next one, put your hands behind you. You can lean back if you wish to, if that is most comfortable for you. But for a challenge, try and sit up nice and tall, or maybe lean over your leg that's coming out. We're lifting and lowering this leg. We're doing 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it's not a very big movement, okay? But with targeting a little bit of a different spot in our leg. All right. Then we're going to bring your other leg out. Okay, nice wide legs. We're going to slide through the middle. Okay, your hands can either be out in front of you, sliding along the floor. If that's not good for you, just keep your hands out from your chest. Bring your chin to your chest like we did before over our one leg. We're sliding our body out forward. So someone's pulling those arms out, whether they're sliding on the floor or out the front. Pulse 3 times. Slide back. Sit nice and tall. 2 more. Okay. So hands, I'm going to do the hands on the floor this time. Chin to chest. Same movement. My hands are getting pulled out in front of me. I pulse 3 times. And I slide my hands back and I roll up and I sit tall. Last one, chin to chest, arms out, pulse, roll back and sit tall. All right. Next, with our flow, we're going to have to bring our arms out into a T shape. Okay, we're going to go into saw. If you've done a little bit of Pilates, maybe for a little bit of refinement, flex those feet back. You don't need to if it's not comfortable for you. We're going to twist our body, and then you're going to pretend that you're sawing off whatever part of your leg you can saw off. So whether it's your leg, your shin, your little toe, or past your foot. Okay, we pulse 3 times. We bring our body up to that nice, strong shape. We twist. And you do the same thing on the other side. And nice, strong arms. When we're doing that, the back hand, okay, we're going to be holding a piece of pizza on our palm. We're trying to stick it to the ceiling. So you're trying to have your hand flat and you're trying to bring it up as high as you possibly can. You might be able to see my hand sometimes popping out behind me. Okay, so we're doing a push. Okay, we're pulling one arm that way and we're pushing that one up to the ceiling. So really strong arms in between. This is the last one on each side. Up and out. And in. Okay, bring those feet in together, bend them up. Okay, those hands are coming behind us. I don't mind if your fingers are pointing out or behind you, whatever is most comfortable for your body. We're going to go into some reverse tabletops. So we're bringing our body up. So bring your stomach up to the floor and we're trying to make a table and bring it back down and up and down Use that breath. And get that stomach up. And I think I have 2 left to make it to 10. And down. All right. One more little thing while we've got our legs out straight. I want you to bring your legs up. Okay, we're going to hold behind our feet if you can. If you can't, hold on to your shins, maybe your leggings or your joggers if you've got some on. Maybe you need to hold on to your knees. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to bring our chin to our chest. We're trying to tuck our head down as low as we can. Okay, we're going to slide those legs out with our hands. We're trying to get our legs to go as straight as we can, and we're trying to keep that head joined to our knees. And you're bringing your legs out as straight as you can physically do it, keeping that head down as far as we physically can, and we're holding there. And then you're sliding everything back up and sit nice and tall. Do that 2 more times. So chin to chest, we're trying to bring our head and tuck it in, so we're trying to get our head towards our knees. We're trying to hold on to the bottom of your foot. Then you're sliding your legs out. Your head remains glued to those knees as much as you can. Bring those legs down as far as you can. Hold. Slide back up. And sit nice and tall. So obviously you can see I can get my hands down to my feet. My legs go relatively straight. My head doesn't stay at my knees, but that's my body. Okay, so you can do the same thing. I'm just going to show you with holding onto your legs. Same thing, chin to chest. Same sort of start. We're sliding out. We're still trying to keep our head moving with our knees. Your legs may only come to here. Your head may only come to here. And that's fine. You're doing the best that you can get to, and you hold. And then you slide back up. So you do what your body is telling you can do. And maybe if you keep on doing this, you might get a little bit further. Okay, so those legs are coming out. We now have our left leg out to our diagonal. The right leg is now coming in bent. If it's not good for you, don't do it. Okay, I'm going to repeat on this side. So we're just going to point and flex our toe, maybe 5 times. Pointing it as much as we can, flexing it back as much as we can, fast or slow. Sometimes it's nice to hold, especially if you've got sore feet. Okay, and now we do that slide down. Hands either side, chin to chest. Head is going to our knees. Hands are coming out as far as you can along your body. You hold on to whatever part of your leg you can get up to. And you hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide up. Sit tall. Chin to chest. Slide those hands, head to knee. Hold on to wherever you can get to, which is hopefully a little bit further this time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sliding back up. Sit tall. Last one. Bring it down, hold, and roll back up. Okay, we're going to do that leg lift. Remember, you can have your hands behind, you can lean into it. You can see I can get higher with this one if I have my hands behind, but to challenge myself, I bring myself up. You can have yourself sitting nice and tall or that lean over. So I'm challenging my muscle a little bit more. And we're lifting and lowering 5 times. I'm not getting the range, but that's all right. I can tell that my muscle is working. Okay. 4, 5. And sitting up nice and tall. Our leg is now bending. So now we're doing that side saddle, but our toes are coming off to the other side. We're going back into that lovely mermaid arm. Top arm is getting pulled away and pulled away. if you want to, on this side that doesn't have our legs, you can actually sort of sink into the ground if that's what you want to do. It's a nice little stretch. Fast or slow, you might start slow, get a little bit faster. And even yourself up. Okay, then we go into those rotations. So looking behind, pulling on that leg, look behind, maybe hold. The first one on this side, maybe it's nice just to hold for a little while. And then swing from side to side. Trying to look behind yourself a little bit further each time. I'm going to do one more on each side. And back to the front. Last thing, we're bringing those hands up now onto our right hand side. Remember, our hands are wide, pinkies are on the edge of our mat, okay? And we're bringing our head down towards the mat, like we're kissing the floor. Elbows are coming out. So we're doing sort of a push-up arm. If I could do push-ups like this all the time, that would be quite good. I might actually be able to do a few reps. I'm not great with push-ups. My upper body strength is not the best. Always things to work on if you want them to be. And one more. Bring it down. Bring it up. Sit nice and straight. And we have finished our little exercise now, Pilates Flow, getting your spine moving in lots of different directions, working in a little bit of upper body. So we sort of worked all sorts of different places in our body. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, maybe comment, subscribe. And if you have any queries at all about my practice or wanting to learn about my other classes that I do, please email me. I will drop my email address in the description. So if you'd like to have more information, I do live classes, Zoom classes. So there are lots of different things that you might be able to join in with Matt. And if you're a local, maybe get to know me and we can do some reformer. Add this on to any of the other classes that we've done or do it by itself. It's great for when you do wake up feeling stiff, traveling, those sorts of things. It's just a very quick flow that gets your heart pumping a little bit and you get ready for the rest of the day. So I hope you do enjoy and catch me another time in another video. Bye.